Two. Welcome, everyone, to the Tethys Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Yard Master, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today, we are taking a look at the Lyran strike craft, well, the upgraded form of it, the Ocelot class. OCCILOT.
Don't ask me about the spelling. It just is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. The basic form is the Ossicat, but apparently the Ocelot is the improved version. So that's what we did for the stats.
Regardless, what you see here is the only other true pseudo-fighter. And for good reason. While the Gorn decided to have pseudo-fighters simply because, well,
They're so big.
the Hydrans decided...
Right, the Lyrans.
Lyrans, right, sorry. The Lyrans decided just to upscale because they couldn't get their guns smaller. Specifically, the equipment for an expanding sphere generator.
Yes, these things have an ESG.
As well as multiple disruptor cannons and a disruptor bank. And the power to power it all. And unlike the Gorn, these guys actually used it rather more offensively, using their Lioness-class fighter tenders. Nasty little things.
Indeed. Though, like the Gorn, they could only house 8 per tender.
Mostly because of size.
Yeah.
Look at the bloody things. Stack them however you want, you're only going to have 8.
Yeah.
But, as a consequence of this, you could have a great deal more firepower. And regenerating shields.
Indeed.
Which brings us to statting this tiny little thing.
Yup. As with all other small craft, we're giving it an entered service date of 2287. And like with the Gorn Viper, the Ocelot is a Lyran runabout. Ocelot is a runabout. Our descriptor trait is Lyran runabout. So again, this gives us more system points to work with. We've decided on a total of comms 5, computer 6, engines 9, sensors 6. Let's see. 5, 6, 6. No, that should have been 5. So comms 5, computers 5, engines 9, sensors 6, structure 3, weapons 9. These things are fragile. And for departments, we have 2 points each in con and security. They are still fairly maneuverable, and they hit like a truck.
And
for
of
weapon,
course, they have the standard weapons loadout, disruptors.
Yeah, disruptor cannons, disruptor bank, expanding sphere generator.
Not much to say about that, other than the history of this particular fleet. Which, I might add, was doomed to die.
Yeah, and we have, for traits, we have advanced shields and secondary reactors. Which means, for derived stats, scale 2, resistance 2, shields 10, power 10. These things are pretty tanky for a small craft.
Which I suppose is the point.
Yeah, anyway, task force.
This is one of the Lyran Duchy fleets. Specifically, the Lynx Duchy fleet. Which met something of a tragic end. Because the Lynx Duchy aligned themselves to Melkor.
Oh boy.
And during many operations during the Ormong of 2291, this particular fleet engaged mostly Gorkon's forces, though Chang's fleet also engaged them on more than one occasion. Captain Torlek, son of Rova, engaged them on a few occasions, and actually is responsible for decimating more than half of this fleet, including three of the four dreadnoughts here, every battlecruiser, and 2 of the battleships. He had something of a vendetta against these things. In fact, they were wiped out to a ship, which did not endear them very much to the Klingons.
Yeah. This led towards the eventual... this basically was part of the death knell of Lyran fleets. They still served the Empire, but they were mostly ground forces after this point.
Well, after such a betrayal, can you really blame them?
Yeah. It wasn't until the 2400s when they started building up their own fleets again.
And hopefully we get to see these in STO. Hint, hint, cryptic.
Yes, hint, hint. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Give us these things already.
Anywho, I would feel sorry for them, but they kind of brought it on themselves.
That they did.
And that's this task force, as well as the Ocelot fighter.
Yep.
Bye-bye.